Hi everyone, I'm Joe Dechery, and I'd like to tell you about A.I.gent, a data product I built designed to connect freelance authors with the right publisher for their content. As an author, finding the right publisher can be difficult, especially for new authors who may be unfamiliar navigating the freelance publishing landscape. You could start with a few Google searches, like I did, but that wouldn't really help you narrow it down. You would still have to sift through hundreds of possibilities. So what if you had a curated list of relevant publishers that were specific to your new article? That's what A.I.gent does. Based on the subject matter of your article, A.I.gent will suggest just 5 publishers that are best suited for you. Let's see how it works. When you visit the website, you can enter your blog post or use the preloaded example here about educational writing. A.I.gent will then suggest 5 publishers that are best suited to the article. You can select each one to learn more, such as the most relevant article to your submission. Here's how I built it. I began by scraping the web, collecting articles from medium.com, which hosts content from publisher groups as well as individual authors. I focused on scraping the most productive and popular publications. This resulted in articles from 35 publishers, totaling roughly 9,000 articles and about 11 million words, which I stored in a relational database. I next wrangled the data into a more workable format. I began by taking the raw text from each article and using natural language processing techniques to convert the text into a more usable format. This included removing uninformative words and punctuation and conjugating words to a more consistent format. After preprocessing, I embedded the articles into a vector space using the doc-to-vec algorithm. Doc-to-vec learns contextual relationships between words in each document, and it can assign a vector to each article based on its content, so that articles about similar topics are close, while dissimilar articles are farther apart. With this embedding, I have a vector for each article as well as the publisher that it came from. So I then built a model to predict the publisher identity for a new article vector. I chose a random forest classifier for this task. The reason is that while some publishers host articles about very distinct subject matter, others have strongly overlapping topics, which is likely to require a nonlinear decision boundary. After tuning the model, I tested its classification performance. The model reached a mean accuracy of 65%. This was computed by taking the top 5 predictions given to the user out of a total 35 categories. I estimated this with a 5-fold cross-validation scheme. In comparison, a random model, taking into account only the number of articles per publisher, performed much worse at 26%. To further validate, I looked at the effects of my imbalanced training data. There was an over 10-fold difference between the number of articles in the most and least frequently posting publishers. However, the accuracy of my classifier was only weakly dependent on the number of articles in the data, with a correlation coefficient at 0.15. This suggests that the model is robust to the imbalanced training data, and the variance in classification accuracy may be more due to the similarity in subject matter. In conclusion, A.I.gent will provide better information to authors, allowing them to make smarter choices so that authors can spend less time writing cover letters and more time writing articles. Thanks for your attention. My name is Joe Dechery. I spent the last few years as a PhD candidate in computational neuroscience at the University of Chicago. I was studying how real-life neural networks coordinate their activity in the context of vision. In my spare time, I play ultimate frisbee. Thank you.